What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the coolest channel on YouTube. This is Marcool, and we have a special video today. You can see where we are, DEFCON. Guys, if you don't know what that is, here in Watertown, I recommend you come here. This is a very special place where you can learn self-defense. And thank you to George, Jorge, however you want to call him. Thank you so much for this amazing opportunity to be able to film this content for you guys and support our channel. So let's get right on and zoom.
I got big rocks jumping at my brand new Patek watch.
All right, guys, let's go right on in. I'm a little nervous. I've never done any self-defense besides watching Cobra Kai and Karate Kid. So let's get right on in. Hey,
how are you?
Good. How's it going?
Awesome. Good to see you, man.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. This is my son Isaiah.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Marco. I brought shoes just in case. I don't know if we train with shoes or without shoes.
No, without shoes.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Okay, man. Good.
Well, welcome to my video. I don't know if you've been in any YouTube videos before, but yeah, this is my dream to be a filmer.
Heck
Not a
yeah,
filmer,
man. That's
YouTuber.
great.
All right, guys. So first, we're gonna start off. He's gonna tell us what this place is all about, and then how it all came together. Because a few years ago, none of this was here. Like, this is all this guy right here.
Yeah. So Defense Combatives started 15 years ago, and we were in another city before we moved to Watertown 11 years ago, and it's been great. I was a hand-to-hand combat instructor in the Marine Corps and a martial arts instructor, and 15 years ago I decided that I wanted to not only keep training, but the mission was to keep people safe and make them more dangerous, and that's how Defense Combatives came about.
That's it, guys. You were in the Marines?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Marine Corps, 8 years, yeah.
Well, thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you.
I'm a little scared now. Oh, but that's so cool. Did anything like inspire you? Like, was there any movies like I watched Cobra Kai or anything like that?
No, 15 years ago there was no Cobra Kai.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
No. Nope, it was just this is what I wanted to do with my life.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's been a blessing, and this was so this wasn't my first business. I had another business before this, but this was a catalyst that really got me into business and started many other businesses.
I see.
And I've really had a lot of success.
Yeah,
with it. Yeah.
He's a big entrepreneur.
Yeah, it's good. It's been a great time.
Yeah. Do you want to tell them where we're located right now?
Yeah, so we're in Watertown, Wisconsin, 104 Stimson Street in Watertown. And this is our program, our self-defense program is probably the best in the whole country right now. The best self-defense program. We teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, boxing, kickboxing, MMA, but our soul is in self-defense and keeping people alive.
Staying safe.
Yes. Staying safe, be dangerous.
Yes. I'm very dangerous. All right, I don't know how you want to start. Yeah, right. It's up to you, but I don't know how you go about your trainings or all of that.
Yeah, so like I said, I was just gonna say, it kind of depends on what you want to do and how you want to do it. Like if we want to stick with some stand-up self-defense stuff. The basics are, distance management, keeping people away from you, or close, right? So the principle, distance management principle is all the way out or all the way in, right? Where I can't get hurt. So if I'm double arms distance from you, right? This is what we consider all the way out. Now you can't punch me, you can't kick me, you can't hurt me, right? You might say something to hurt my feelings. I cry myself to sleep. You know what I mean?
I don't like your beard.
Yeah, right. Shoot, I gotta trim it. But here you're not physically gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
Right.
Because like I could step.
Yeah, and as soon as we step, now look, you're much taller than me, right?
Yeah.
So make a fist. Boom. You can hit me. I can't hit you.
Okay.
Right. So this is where I don't want to be.
Yeah.
Right. So all the way out, this is a no-go zone. All the way in means that I'm stuck to you. I'm stuck to you. So I go double unders. I'm here. Now, if you try to punch me or something, it's not gonna. It's not really gonna hurt me. If I got my face buried and you hit me on the head, it's not gonna hurt me.
So that's why you don't want to be in the middle.
Don't want to be.
Because he might be able to hit you, but you can't do anything.
Right.
I got you.
So distance management is incredibly important. And at the end of the day, right, this is self-defense. It's not self-offense. If I can run away, if I can get away, you might have a weapon of some sort, I want to be able to, there you go, look at them guns. Look at them guns. I was once young too. Yeah. and then be able to, like I said, just get out of the situation, hurt somebody really fast, get out of the situation, right?
That's the priority, to leave.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Priority is to get out of there.
To avoid everything. This is like the worst case scenario where you have to defend yourself then, basically.
Yes.
Okay. I say we do it like, for example, if you had 1 hour to teach me like the important stuff on self-defense, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like up to you, like the better parts of what to know. Like if you wanted me to know a few things, like what would it be?
Okay. Well, like I said, distance management first.
Okay.
You know, and being able to handle yourself in a distance. So let's start with what you were talking about, right? Somebody wants to punch me.
Yeah.
How am I going to handle it? Action.
Action.
Gotta break. When I was doing film, it was always like those very
What kind
hard
of
cut.
film?
So I'm a fight choreographer, and
really?
fight director. Yeah, so
That's sick.
I do films for mainly action, but anything that requires stunts or coordinating, I do that. Yeah. But so yeah, it's always like, you know, make sure the mics are going, make sure everything's are good.
Everything's gotta be good.
And then action, boom, that's where you started,
Yeah.
and then cut, boom, you know, everything. So it's easier to paste and clip things together when you have a definite cutting point, you know.
That's why they say lights, camera, action, to make sure everything is rolling.
Yep. Okay, so distance management, right?
Yeah.
We talked about all the way out, all the way in. Okay. So again, I'm here. I'm 2 arms distance away. You can't hurt me. You can't touch me, right? My hands are up, right? My hands are up, and I'm kind of in an athletic stance. I'm waiting,
ready,
right? Because here I can move, right? I can talk. I can use my tongue fu, right? That's what I know. Tongue fu, right? Make sure I can use my words, right? And look what happens, right? So when somebody's filming, what does this look like?
Like you're scared?
Yeah, like leave me alone, right?
Yeah.
Leave me alone. Hey, I don't want to fight. The only difference is now look. Now what does it look like?
Now you look ready.
Now look, I want to fight.
Yeah.
Right. So I never want to look like the aggressor.
So just like this.
Just say my hands are open, and there's nothing changes from here to here, right? Everything's the same except for what it looks like and what the perception is to people.
Yeah.
Right. Because let's say I'm defending myself, right? And at the wrong moment, somebody turns on a camera, and now I look like the bad guy, even though I was defending myself.
I see.
Right?
Yeah.
Because we live in a world of cameras, observation.
Yeah.
Right? So you never know when they're going to turn the camera on. So I'm always here. Hey, leave me alone. I'm back.
Yeah.
If you take a step forward, right, I take a step back. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And for me, this is what I tell people. For me, I give people 3 steps. Right? So I'm here. I back up once, twice, boom. Now I'm ready.
Then you're okay.
And I mean, that's it. Once I back up my 3rd time, now I'm hunkering down, and I'm
they're not
taking
leaving you
action.
alone.
They're not
You're
leaving
giving
me
them
alone.
a chance to back off.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. And again, if the camera's rolling, it looks like I'm defending myself.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like I'm gonna, what's up, bro? You know what I mean? I'm not the one puffing my chest out and being all aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm being, nah, man, hey, you don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Leave me alone. And depending on how your tongue fu is, you know, like, dude, you're so cool. I'm not that cool. You know what I mean? Dude, you're so strong. I'm so
I got
weak.
a family.
You know, I got a family. You're a stud. You know, all this kind of stuff. You could talk a lot of crap, and I do. I love talking crap.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's to de-escalate, really, right? Once they get that close, I'm going past that no-go zone where you can hit me, and I'm going to clinch, and I'm going to get really tight so I can take this person to the ground, right?
Okay.
Once they're on the ground, it's a way easier to control somebody, which is another point, right? There's only 2 options in a fight. That's it. You're either in control or you're being controlled. What else is there?
Nothing.
Right? That's what a fight is. It's a struggle of control, right?
Yeah.
You're in control or I'm in control. We both can't be in control in a fight. Okay? So I'm here. I got my distance. Right? Yep. I'm backing up, backing up. The moment you go throw, you're close enough to hit, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm going to, the first basic part of it is I'm going to bury my face in your chest. I'm going to put my helmet on, right? As soon as you swing, helmet on, boom.
Ooh.
And I'm coming in. Right?
Yeah.
I don't worry about the hands. I don't worry about anything. I cover up. Boom, I'm in. Right?
Yep.
Once I'm in, I bring my hands under. I squeeze your hips. And I take you down.
Dang.
It's hard to fight that.
So you go in like
Yep.
this?
So double arms distance, right? Yep. So as I swing, put your helmet on, boom, hit, right? Double unders. So 1 foot in front of me, 1 foot behind. Boom, yep. Chest tight. Now squeeze.
Here?
Yep. Squeeze the hips. Yep. And it takes me down. Right?
Okay.
Very hard to fight that,
Yeah.
right? So here,
Because you
try
can't hit them.
Yeah.
They're
'cause
already close.
Yeah. So I'm here. As soon as I go to hit, see how I miss it?
Oh,
There it is. Hips, squeeze, yep. There it is. And I go down.
Gotcha.
Simple,
Okay.
right? Cool. So, principle, distance management, right?
Yeah.
Easy. You see how easy it is to take somebody down?
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with bang, bang, banging, right? I want to get past these things as quickly as possible. Now, what do most people do? Right? They come here, you go throw that punch, and they go, right? Like a heat-seeking missile, man. You're gonna get me every time, right? And I tell the kids, I was like, you guys know why I don't like to get punched in the face? Why don't you like to get punched in the face?
It hurts.
That's what everybody says. It hurts. It doesn't hurt that bad. I'm just too pretty for it. I don't want to get punched in the face, right?
Yeah.
So I'm here, helmet on, boom, I'm in, right? Boom, I squeeze,
Okay.
take them down, right? And this squeeze at the hips, boom.
Oh, like this?
Yes, however you want. Squeeze at
Oh,
the hips,
okay.
as long as it's at the hips. If you're up here, it's not going to move. I got to squeeze the hips, take them back, right? So now, what else happens? You got people pushing,
Yeah.
right? You got the bravado. It was one of the things that I tell people all the time. We invented machismo,
Yeah.
right? We invented it. So if you're a Latin dude out there, you know, we invented machismo. What happens, right? People,
Yeah.
right? Boom, they want to push.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Like it's the blood running and flowing.
Yeah, you know, so this is where you have to really keep your cool, right? Because now you start getting this pushing, then you get the punching, all that kind of stuff. I'm not looking for all that. And a lot of times people will get that first push in on you, and that's their freebie, right?
Yeah.
So as we're talking, right, boom, 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 you give me that push, boom, oh, shoot, okay, I'm ready. Now what happens? I'm getting my stance,
you're
my
like
hands
this.
are up, right? And I'm ready. If they go to punch, boom, I'm in, right? If they come in for another push, right, which what I would prefer, because that way I'm not getting hit.
Yeah.
Right? They come, now I'm ready, and I'm gonna grab them.
Okay.
Right? So look what happens. I grab, I make sure they're in tight.
Yeah.
Okay? So once I'm here, I'm ready for that punch, because now they know something's coming, right? So I'm here, press, look away, and I start busting up their wrist. Right? So I'm here, right? So come here, I grab them. I secure, and I secure here so that if you try to pull away, right, I stay with you,
with me.
right? 2 hands behind, I look away so I don't get punched in the face, and I bring your elbow up and bend at the waist. Yep. So, and if something hurts, right, so kind of safety, if something hurts, tap, right? Tap on yourself, tap on me, say tap,
Okay.
right? If you start to cry, that's a tap, I'm gonna let go, right? But when somebody taps, you just let go,
Yeah.
right? Safety.
Even
and-
in public too? Like
no,
if
in
you're
public,
in danger?
No, if they tap, just break it off. Break it off, put it on your mantle, you're good. But no, so it's a common saying, we don't tap on the streets. There's no taps on the streets, right? Like, if you have to do this for real, you have to be okay with breaking somebody's wrist, breaking
Yeah.
somebody's arm.
Because it's either their arm or your arm.
Yeah, you know, it's choking somebody. You
Yeah.
know, when you choke somebody on here, we tap, we let go, no big deal.
Yeah.
If we have to choke somebody out there, we're choking them unconscious so that we can run away, and we can get away, right? 911, somebody just hurt themselves on me, right? we really gotta be
Yeah.
aware of where we are in our surroundings, right? When we're playing, and this is what we're doing right now, we're just training is playing.
Yeah, we're
right?
learning.
Yeah, training is playing. It's no big deal. So first one's a freebie, right? Boom.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Blah 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 blah. As soon as I push again, trap it, good. 2 behind. We look away and bend at the waist.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
bend
So
at the
you're gonna
waist?
bow. Yeah, there it
Oh,
is.
okay.
Because what you're doing is
Yeah. That
bending
hurt.
me back with your body, right? Yeah. So, so boom. Yeah, nice catch. Good. Boom. And now, sweet. There it is.
Can I try the other?
Yeah, absolutely.
So first freebie.
First one's a freebie, right?
Hey,
Blah, blah,
chill.
blah.
I don't want.
Boom.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That is. Right?
All right. First freebie.
First one's a freebie, second one.
Hey.
Boom, right? Boom, right there. Yep,
Oh, this
squeeze.
way.
Yep, look, there it is. Yeah, look away from where I'm gonna punch.
Yeah, because your other arm is still open.
Yeah, because imagine you always do it one side. Now you look away. And you get punch right in the face. You know.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's where we're not punches, right? All that kind of stuff. Once you start getting more comfortable with it, for me, again, control, right? There's a lot that I want to do with control. I don't necessarily. I know in jiu-jitsu, people always think ground, right?
Take them down.
Take them down, which is great, and you absolutely could, because if you're high and low, that's basic combatives, right? You take a high ground or whatever. I like to use jiu-jitsu if I fall to the ground, if I get to the ground, right? My fighting style is going to be here first, right? I don't want to just fall into the ground, right? Because what if you have a friend?
Yeah.
You know, I want to be able to defend here first, right? So everything here is going to be controlled.
Okay.
Wrist control, right? Pushes. If they go to punch, right, then I take them down. But notice, I took you down and I let you fall. If you bring me to the ground, then I'm going to get on top and I'm going to do all sorts of stuff, right?
Because if I'm down, you can still run away and get away.
Exactly, right? So what happens next? Again, going back to control, okay? How else do people control? A lot of times, if it's this happens a lot to women and little kids, right? Somebody will grab them by the wrist. You ever see that?
Yeah.
Where they're just here and they want to control, right? And against the wall or whatever the case might be. This is super scary for people. Anytime people feel trapped, it's super scary. Yeah. Incredibly scary, right? Front chokes, right? Somebody goes into incredibly scary for people.
They do a lot of that too.
Yeah, right? But if you realize how incredibly simple it is to get out of it, then you start to kind of chuckle. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I do first. I tell people, if somebody's choking you, the first thing you do, you take your base and you start laughing at them. You go, ha ha. Right?
That'd be weird.
Is it, right? Because it's not gonna work.
You're choking somebody like...
right? You laugh a little, right? And it's very off-putting. They're like, why are they laughing?
Yeah.
Right? You're laughing because you know it's not going to work, right? So it works psychologically and it works physically, right? So you go on and choke me, right? I'm here, and what do people do? They want to do this.
Yeah.
And they want to freak out and all this kind of stuff. Don't do that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna, as you choke, remember it's front choke, not front massage, right? So you're gonna, there it is, right? So I'm gonna pinch your thumbs and roll out.
Oh, okay.
Very simple, right? Very simple. So as I come through here, boom, pinch, roll out. Very hard to stop that. It's not, you can't stop that. Right? So now what happens? We go back to our basics, right?
Back to,
yeah. Right here, we're in the no-go zone, right? Pinch, roll out, now you're all the way out. I have to physically go after you now to be able to keep hurting you, right? When somebody's a little bit more advanced, at first, that's what we do, escape, 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 right? So now you have somebody choking, a little bit more advanced. I'm still gonna do the same thing, right? But now I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna do my takedown, you know?
Yeah, that's scary.
And I'm gonna, so now this person is getting lifted, boom, getting dropped, and that fight should be over, right? That's one of the very cool similarities and integration between judo and jiu-jitsu, right? The way I like to train, there's no difference. There's very little separation in judo and jiu-jitsu, because let's say in judo, what is judo? Taking somebody to the ground. Jiu-jitsu is what you do when somebody's on the ground, right?
Okay, yeah.
Excuse me. So with judo, if I take somebody to the ground, boom, and I knock them out, that's an easy fight.
Yeah.
Right? I don't have to worry about them hitting me anymore. I don't have to worry about it. All I gotta do, boom, see ya.
Just walk.
Just walk away. You know what I mean? And right now when we train, it's nice and you see how nice this is? Like super comfortable, right? To fall on modified concrete, right? Imagine if this was concrete.
Oh yeah.
And now boom, you drop somebody, right? Hopefully. You know? So boom, somebody grabs you, slip right out, right? Somebody grabs you here, right? So now you're grabbing me, and we're like, I can't punch you, I can't, you know, I might be able to kick you a little bit, but that's just gonna piss you off.
Yeah.
Okay? So from here, what I like to do is I want to start attacking small joints, right? I can't get to you, you're much bigger, you're much stronger, right? So I have to be smarter. Now, if somebody's using their hands and my hands are free to work, that's good for me, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift my elbow up to the sky real high and I'm gonna grab your hand. From here, I wanna attach my elbow to your elbow. right?
I gotcha.
So when I'm here,
Can't
right,
do anything.
lift your elbow up to the sky, pinch my hand in place. No, right now I'm just gonna
grab
let go,
your hand.
right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna keep my hand in place. Yep, that's it.
Oh.
Right? See how easy it's somebody
Yeah,
lets go?
because you don't. I don't think it requires strength either, because that's
no
pretty.
strength, yeah. And that's the thing. If a bigger or if a smaller person can't do it to a bigger, stronger person, that's not leverage and that's not jiu-jitsu in my opinion. Right? If it requires strength, you don't have good technique. Right? These techniques that we use should be universal. Anybody can use them, right? It doesn't matter how flexible you are, how big or small you are, how strong or weak you are.
Yeah.
As long as you can do this, right, you can defend yourself. Right? And that's the whole point. I want people to be able to be dangerous no matter where they are in life.
Yeah.
When my kids were young, right? My kids are younger.
Just tell you.
You know, they didn't have enough power, and they still don't have enough power to generate to knock me out, right? I'm kind of a big dude. They can't knock me out, but they can crawl all over me and choke me out unconscious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's very powerful for a kid. That's very powerful for anybody to be able to say, look at this person. You know, you ever
And
look
not
at
be
somebody?
scared.
Yeah, you ever look
Yeah.
at somebody and go, holy crap.
Yeah, like
That's a
I would
big
not
dude.
want to fight with them. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, now when you know what you're doing, you look at this and you go, that's interesting. You know, how can we chop this tree down? You know what I mean?
It's like it's not about the dog in the fight, it's about the fight in the dog.
Yeah. Yeah, and most people just walk around scared. You know, most
Yeah.
people walk around scared because they just don't know. And most people don't know how powerful they are.
Yeah, I think I'm one of those. I wouldn't want to get in a fight because honestly, I'd be scared.
Yeah.
Even though I'm like bigger, which I use it to my advantage because then they don't want to pick a fight.
Yeah, dude, and that's good, right? In a fight, we need to take every advantage we can.
Yeah.
But the reality is, if you're scared, the right person, the right bad guy is going to smell it out. They're going to understand, oh, he's scared. I don't care how big somebody is, you know? That's the cool thing. Like once you have that power, once you understand, like size doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Man, that's why Chihuahuas are the way they are, right? They don't care how big a dog is.
Yeah.
They're out here, rah, 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 they're barking. They don't care,
Yeah.
right? Well, that's good, man.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you,
Yes.
like, how long do you think it normally takes for someone to pass out, like, from choking?
Oh, good question. Okay, so there's two kinds of chokes, right? There's air chokes and there's blood chokes. An air choke takes about 2 to 3 minutes for somebody to pass out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like with this whole freaking- the
okay.
air choke, right? So what happens is air goes into your lungs, right? From the lungs, it goes into your heart, from your heart to the blood, to the blood, to the brain, right? There's a long process there, right? When you do a blood choke, you're blocking off the carotid arteries in the neck. So when you pinch the carotid arteries, it takes 3 to 5 seconds for somebody to get knocked out. Yeah. You know, 10 seconds on the long end, you know, but you start doing damage because now once you block the oxygenated blood going to the brain starts shutting down, right? So after a couple seconds, somebody passes out. A couple more seconds, they start doing brain damage.
Yeah.
In a minute or less, they're dead. You know what I mean? So it's very, the thing about chokes is they're very safe if you use them right. Where somebody knocks out, you let go and you can get out of there. They wake up and they're like, what happened? You know? They're very dangerous if you're freaking out and you don't have control and you hold it for too long and now you killed somebody, right? And when it comes to self-defense, you have to be very aware that you could or might have to kill somebody, right? Not that we promote it, not that it's like a cool thing to do, but if somebody's trying to kill you, the natural response is I have to kill them first.
Yeah.
You know?
Kill or be killed.
Yeah, it's not fun, it's not exciting, it's not awesome, it's just part of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that you have to live with that. Like, heaven forbid, if you have to kill somebody, like, dude, you have to see their face for the rest of your life. You have to live with that the rest of your life, you know, and you have to be okay with it.
Yeah.
In a sense, if not, it'll drive you crazy. You know, it'll drive you nuts. So it's one of those things that people glorify from TV and movies and all this kind of stuff. They glorify war, they glorify self-defense, they glorify killing people, and it's nothing. There's nothing glorious about it. You know, it's very serious stuff. You know, when you take somebody's life, it's not cool. You know, but sometimes you just have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like the worst case scenario.
Yeah, and it is worst case scenario because there's a lot of opportunities that we have to talk your way out of it, walk your way out of it, you know, disengage. There's a lot of opportunities to disengage before having to do that. You know, even like this, right? You choke somebody out, boom, get out of there, right? And there's a lot of different ways in jiu-jitsu and in self-defense that you can show mercy, right?
Yeah.
And that's the difference between a good person and a bad person, right? A good person wants to show mercy. A good person doesn't want to engage. Engaging is last resort. Hurting somebody is last resort. If you have something wrong with you, you want to hurt people. You want to cause damage. You want to cause havoc.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
No mercy. Oh, yes. Os. But yeah, dude. So taking the back, feel good?
Yeah.
All right.
Can you also do that like standing? Like if somehow you go behind them?
Yeah, absolutely. Come
like
up behind.
stab 'em?
Boom. Well, from behind, you would just
Oh, right away.
lock it in.
Not waste time. Oh.
Yep, not waste time, right? And just deep up. There it is. Boom, lock it up. And again, very good advantage to that, right? Because now, once they pass out, you know they're passed out, they get heavy, you just drop them.
And then just
And walk away.
And that'll be easier if you're like the taller person too, because you can just.
Yes.
That's why the shorter person might want to take them down first, and then.
Yes. You know, like if you and me were, like you're taller than me, right? So if I try to get behind you and I try to see where my elbow's at, there's no
Yeah.
way. You know what I mean? So I would have to get behind you, break you down, and then go for it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
That's how that would have to work.
I feel heavy and I fall like I'm nothing.
Right?
It's crazy. Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing, dude. Like, I with the people that I fight, the people that I work with are big dudes, right? Like 250 plus is the guys I'm fighting. It sucks. How old are you?
22.
22. Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Twice your age.
It's nothing.
That ain't thing.
You can't tell.
I got my frosted tips going here. Okay, so taking the back. From there, mount, right? What is mount? How can we get on top of somebody and control them, right? So you are on the bottom, right? You're facing up. All right. The mount is when I have my knees on each side of your hip.
Yeah.
My hands are out, right? And now if you try to roll me, because now you're gonna freak out, right? Try to roll me, and I just control. And you see how I'm controlling here, I'm controlling here? If you try to push me, which is people are gonna do, they try to bench press you off, boom, and throw you, right? I'm here, push, and I'm just gonna swim through.
And again.
And again,
Gotcha.
right? So when they do that, this is where we go into our arm bar. So everybody sees the arm bar stuff, right? So with there, when you go to push, what happens? You have straight arms.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take advantage of that, right? So when I'm here, you go to push, I'm gonna go over your arm, come through, and break the arm.
Yeah. This is too much.
Right?
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, and again, that's one of many things, but
Yeah.
because everybody watches UFC, right?
Yeah.
They see that arm bar and they go for it, right? But it comes to everything people give to me, right? Everything they give. I'm not just gonna, so if I'm on top of you, right? I'm not gonna take your arm.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense, right? I'm gonna be heavy, heavy, heavy. I'm gonna make you push me, right? And when you push me, I'm gonna block that arm.
Dang. And that hurts on the side too.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna block that arm. I'm gonna get heavy. I'm gonna wrap, right? Pop that arm on the way down. That was super sloppy. Don't use that one.
I don't.
That was sloppy.
That's hard. I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll walk you through
That's a lot of stuff.
it. Yeah. All right. So the important part is when you're in the mount, right? You're here. You're controlling the hips. Put your feet together. Prayer feet.
Oh.
There it is, right? And your hands are on the ground, right? So if I try to roll you, right? Slide, right? Now I'm getting frustrated. I can't. So I'm gonna go push, right? When I push, you're heavy. So put a diamond on my chest. Go over one arm. There you go. Over, under. Perfect. Right? So now push into me. Yep. And now bring this knee all the way up to my ear. And this one tuck under my armpit. Tuck it. There you go. Boom, now sit on me. Good. So now this is the arm you're gonna break, right? So you're gonna grab it, you're gonna lean, right? Get super light on this foot and throw it over my head. Boom, right there. Now slowly, yep. Keep the thumb up.
Okay.
Pinch your knees together. No, don't crisscross, just pinch your knees together. And now lean back. Lean back. There it is. Broke somebody's arm.
That's, I feel like that's a lot of like practice over and over just so you can get like muscle memory to.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I would be thinking, all right, what's next?
It is, dude. It should happen when you're in this moment. It should just happen.
Just feel natural.
Yep, it should just happen, and that comes with thousands of repetitions.
Yeah.
Thousands and thousands. I'm not kidding, right? Like that 10,000 hours, that 10,000 mark, right? From your first armbar to your 10,000 armbar, they look very different.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know what I mean?
It'll be one motion instead of like step by step and all
Yes. You know, so that's a 10 from the top. It's mount. And then we go into side control. Now, mind you, we're talking all about control right now, right? If you're on the bottom, ooh, that's terrible.
It's gonna be tough,
right?
yeah.
In self-defense, like I said, get on top, stay on top. We want to be on top, right? So now you're down, and I'm in side control. Remember what I talked about? We went from mount, and now I'm controlling from the side, right? I go under your head, I go under your arm. I don't know if they'll be able to hear us with the mics, right? And I'm just here chilling, right? Now, if you try to move, right? Yeah. If you try to hit me, that ain't working, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not even heavy yet. I want to get heavy. Now you try to move, right? Not happening. Heavy. So now where I go from there, right? I'm here, I'm under, right? You try to hit me. Nah, hit me in the face, right? Not happening, right? This one. Yeah, now that's what I want. I want to trap this arm.
Yeah.
Trap, go under, and I'm going to break the arm there. And I'm going to make them pay for trying to hit me.
Yeah.
Right? And that, again, I wasn't being heavy, but you felt how I can get heavy.
Yeah.
Right?
Dang.
Want to try it?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Let's go for it.
All right, good. Or, yeah, wherever you want.
So on this side.
Doesn't matter. Each side. Yep. Down. So chest to chest. Good.
Can I like grab my wrist here?
Yeah, you can. Right. Heavy. Good. Right. Heavy. Knees in. Knees in. There you go. So you can feel my hip.
Oh, I see.
You feel my shoulder. Okay. Cool. Now, if I try to hit you, pin it to the ground. Yes. This one goes over. Put your elbow in my neck. Yep. Right there. Now this hand cups over the top. Boom. That one goes under and grabs your own wrist on the top. Perfect. Okay. Right? Now, like my hand's a paintbrush, paint the mat. No, straight up and down, straight up and down. Down, 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 down. There it is.
Oh, that hurts?
Yeah. You felt it, right?
Yeah, I felt it. I didn't know that's what you did, though.
Yep. So all I'm doing is pulling down and bringing the elbow up.
Oh.
Yep.
So here I was here.
Boom. So if I'm like boom, 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 trying to hit you,
Grab that.
pin it. Nope. Over the top.
Over.
This one's over. Yep. Yep. Just hook it. Just hook it right there. Good.
Oh, grab it.
This one's at my neck. Under. Yep. And
then
now
I push
just
down.
paint the mat. So keep this on the ground. Yep. Now bring my paint. Bring the elbow up to the sky. That's it right there. There you go.
So you're like this.
Yep. So what's happening is, go ahead, go down. I'll show you. What's happening is I got your arm here, right? Your hand's like a paintbrush, and I'm gonna paint the mat.
Okay.
You
So you
see?
want to keep pushing the hand down while lifting the elbow.
Yep. So what's happening is, you see how this bone right here goes like this into your shoulder, right? And what we're doing is we're twisting it out.
Oh, okay.
That's what we're doing.
Gotcha.
This is called an Americana.
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 What's
Yep.
the Mexicana?
You know, there is a Mexicana, but I don't know it. I don't know it. I would show it to you, but I don't know it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you start like this,
Yep. Yep.
and then you push their hand. Go
Yeah,
over.
here, do it again. Do it again.
So we start right here.
Yep. Right. So if I'm hitting you,
Push
pin
that
it
down.
over the top. All right. Pin it, and now bring this elbow into my neck. Beautiful. Over the top.
From there,
Yep.
push your hand down.
And pull. There it is. That's it, and then you break it right off.
For my first opponent, I pick.
Call him out. Call him out. Dude, it's a lot of fun. Like I said, and when there's 3 parts to this world of jiu-jitsu, right? The way you think. One is you think the street, right? I want to show when I'm practicing, even when I'm practicing, I'm thinking, when can somebody hit me? When can somebody hurt me? Because this is number 1 for me, self-defense.
Yeah.
2, we play the sport. Right, that's what you see on TV. That's what you see here. Right, we play. We're playing. We're having a good time. We're practicing our techniques. We're not hurting our partners. We tap.
Yeah,
we're
learning.
We're learning, right? And then the third is the spirit. Right, the art of jiu-jitsu. Right, the art of the fight.
Yeah.
And that's where the studying comes in. That's where the ethos comes in. That's where you go, why does this work? How does this work? And you break things down, and that's the art of it.
Yeah.
Right. You can't just go to the library and study martial arts.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you know, it's so that's the art of it, the study of it. The rest of it, the physical of it, right? That's the playing, the fun, the excitement, that's what keeps us in.
Yeah.
And then the street is the mindset and how we're gonna come through with something. I have to be okay. If I arm bar somebody, I have to be okay breaking their arm.
Yeah.
Right? Most people are petrified to break somebody's arm.
I mean, yeah, I would be too.
Yeah. You know, and then what happens? Even when you're in your day-to-day life, how many times do you catch yourself saying, "Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oops, I'm so sorry." You bump into someone. Oh, I'm so sorry. Right? Everybody's in this sorry culture. You'll hardly ever hear me say sorry. I'll say, "Excuse me." Now there's difference.
Yeah.
Right?
Because someone's already trying to hurt you and you already try to back off. So now, why would you be sorry for?
Yeah, you see, now you're getting it. It's a thought process, right? I don't want to. I'm not sorry for hurting you after you tried to hurt me.
Yeah.
Right? Jiu-jitsu is life. Does that make sense? How are you feeling with that?
Good. I have a better understanding now.
Good.
Because I feel like if I just see people on top of each other, I don't really know what's happening. Like if I watch UFC, I just know they end up in a bar and then they're trying to get out. But you never really know like the process until that's like an art.
It is pretty much. Art. You know, and that's what martial arts means. A lot of people don't know that. Martial art, martial meaning what? Military, right? Art, form, right? All these are military forms that used to be used in combat, right? Jiu-jitsu came from the samurai. Practice jiu-jitsu once they lost their sword. You know, they fight with their sword. What is that? Kenjutsu. You lose your sword, open hand jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why in jiu-jitsu you don't see strikes a lot, right? Because now imagine you and I are samurai, right? You're fully armored, I'm fully armored, we have to fight. Am I gonna punch you in the face? No, there's armor.
Yeah.
Completely armored. So punches and kicks, right? Kicks to get in close and then take a close position, and now you're in close for me to stab you.
That makes sense.
I lost my sword, but I still have my knife. Right?
Yeah.
I can still choke. I can break your limbs, because if you ever see Japanese armor, it's very light. It's very strong, but it's very light. And
it sounds light too.
Yeah, and you're able to move. It's amazing, right? But I can break your wrist. I can break your elbows. I can break your shoulders. You know what I mean? I can choke you. There's a lot of stuff that can happen in samurai armor, but you're not punching.
Yeah. Right?
If you look at other martial arts, you know, like karate, the taekwondos. Karate came from Japan also. Taekwondo from Korea, you know. Yeah, karate came from Japan, right? Or China. I don't know. China's got kung fu, Chinese boxing, all these things. A lot of strikes, right?
Yeah.
And that was okay for that time and that time frame of war, where they didn't have a lot of armor. The samurai were very educated, armored warriors. There was a whole culture, right? What a lot of people don't know, even the women, the wives of the samurai, were fighters.
Really?
Right? When the samurai went off to war, the moms, the wives, they were in charge of protecting the home. So if somebody came to invade the home, they were fighting. They were very skilled. Ready. Yep. They were very skilled in blade work. They were very skilled in hand-to-hand combat. Everybody fought. That's a culture. Right? So and then a lot of this stuff became sporterized, right? Yeah. So they took that martial art, right? That combat, that military form, to keep on practicing, and obviously in America to make money, right? They monetized it, they dumbed it down a little bit so that People
So,
can
like,
do
kids
it.
can learn
You know,
and
people can
everything.
do it, and then that's what we see today.
Yeah. So it's like a basically nicer way of learning how to fight.
Yeah.
Because it used to be for, like you said, war and all that, so you had to know. Now it's like you just want to know just in case.
Yeah. You know, you send your kids to karate class and expect them to do your little hiya, 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 break
Yeah.
their boards and all that kind of stuff. But the reality is, what are they actually learning? You know, are they learning to actually defend themselves against a full-grown adult? You know, no. You know, you know, in jiu-jitsu, you're not even allowed to get a black belt until you're 18. You're not allowed to get an adult belt, your blue belt, until you're 16, right?
Really?
Because it doesn't make sense to have a black belt. To us is you've mastered
Yeah.
your fundamentals, right? You've mastered this thing. And so a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old just is not able to take on you or me in jiu-jitsu, right? I've seen 15, 16-year-olds wreck full-grown adults.
Yeah.
My students have wrecked full-grown adults.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel very comfortable giving them their adult belt, right? And so it's one of those things where you're not going to get a black belt if you can't master this and take on somebody a full-grown adult. 1, 2. Imagine, you know, you're 22 years old, you got a job, you got a life, you know, you may or may not have a girlfriend or 2 or 3, right? Watch out.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
But now you've had a bad day at work, you need a mentor, you need somebody to talk to, and you go to this taekwondo class and your black belt is some, you know, 14, 15, 16-year-old kid. How is this person gonna mentor you through a problem in life? How is this person gonna mentor you? They haven't lived. Belt is more than just something you carry around.
Yeah, because if you gave it to like any random kid just because they're doing all right, then it's gonna like lose credibility, I think.
Yeah, you know, when you look at when you see a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, that black belt carries a lot of weight. On the longer end, 12, 13, 14 years to get.
Yeah.
You know what
So
I mean?
every style of like karate and all that, they all have different black belts then?
Yes,
Okay.
they do.
All right, guys, he's teaching us about some black belt knowledge now.
About the black belt, yeah.
Yeah.
So in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it takes, like I said, let's just say 10 years, right? It takes about 10 years to become a black belt, and then from there, each degree, and there's like you asked, there's a certain level of certain skills that professors want to see to get you up to blue, purple, brown, and black, right? Once you get to your black belt, much like anything else, it's you just can't quit, right? Just because you get your black belt doesn't mean you know everything. You know, you just keep learning, and that's actually one of the things that, if you see my belt's all wore out and it's starting to turn white down, right? So that's kind of the circle of life, as I say, right? Like once you become a black belt, you know, you wear it out and you become a white belt again. So you just keep learning, you know?
Gotcha.
But in jiu-jitsu, you get your black belt, and then to get your first degree is 3 years, right? So first degree, second degree, third degree, that's 3, 3, and 3 years, right? After that, it's 5 years for your next 2 degrees, and then 6 years for the last degree, your 6th degree, right?
Yeah.
So again, it takes, to get to my next belt, which is the coral belt, it's gonna take me 30 years to get there.
But you're still gonna keep adding the stripes.
Yeah. So right now, like I said, I'm a first degree, and then in about 1 more year, I get my next degree, and so that'll be a second degree for 3 years, and then a third degree for 3
So
years.
is that like you get it as long as you keep like practicing, or do you have to like test again to get the next one?
No. After you get your black belt, there's no testing.
So
You
then
know,
as long as you keep going, you'll keep getting.
Yeah, because essentially what the idea is that when you're a black belt, you're not so much always a student, right? But once you're a black belt, you have more of a responsibility to the school, to the class, to the culture, right? So you have to keep getting yourself better as an instructor, as a mentor, as a leader, as a teacher, right? Because that's what people look to this for, right? Yeah, it's cool to know a ton of technique and all that, but the reality is, how are you becoming a better person, right? When you first become a black belt, you've proven that you can do jiu-jitsu, right? Doesn't necessarily mean you've proven that you can teach. It doesn't mean you've proven that, because you don't have to be able to teach to become a black belt.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to be a world champion. You don't have to, all these things, right? You have techniques, but once you become a black belt, you start developing as a person, right? And again, this is my opinion, right? This is the way I see things. If you were to ask 10 black belts, they might give you 10 different answers.
Yeah.
But along the way, all those black belts are going to tell you this is about becoming a better person. Being somebody that kids can look up to, that adults can look up to, that people feel safe around, and they go, man, this guy or this gal has something to teach me, right? And I mean, when it comes to life, that's what it is, right? You want to be around people that are going to be able to help you become better.
Yeah.
Right. And again, in turn, you become better.
So all the way up until the black belt is basically like all you're learning, making sure you know jiu-jitsu, and then the black belt means like you know it. Now all those first degree, second degree is like what you do with it.
It's time, yeah. It's time.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's a good time, man. Like there's a lot that goes into this. It's a lot, and that's why I said it's the hardest black belt to get in the world. You're not just breaking boards. You're not just freaking, doing katas and all that kind of stuff. And jiu-jitsu is very common to say the mats don't lie.
Yeah.
The mats don't lie. You can feel when somebody is a white belt. You can feel when they're a blue belt. You can feel when they're a purple belt, right? You can feel these progressions. If they're doing their job right and the professor is doing their job right, professor is the black belt in the school. Then you get to feel, oh, okay, this guy's legit. He's ready for promotion. Oh, this person's not ready.
They feel it.
They still feel, and that's why, the mats don't lie. If you ever watch these YouTube channels where fake black belts go into other schools and they get wrecked, you know what I mean? It's actually quite funny. But yeah, you can't lie. You can't lie when you're on the mats. And it's like fighting. You can't. Oh man, that's why I laugh at people. I don't make anything the thing, right? But like people make basketball the thing, baseball the thing, whatever, any kind of balls people play with, the thing. They lose, right? I was waiting for somebody to catch on to that. But let's say they lose a game. Let's say you and me are playing basketball, right? And you whoop me, man. You make me look like a jerk, right? And you go, and I lose my temper. I wouldn't, but I lose my temper. Wow, at least I can beat you up. I can still beat you up, right? You can't do that in fighting, right? You can't do that in jiu-jitsu. You can't do that in real life stuff, right? Because if you and me are fighting, you whoop my tail, and I have a bad attitude about it. What am I going to say? Oh, at least I can beat you up. No, you can't. You literally just proved it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's one of those things that like this here is the most real lessons that you can get.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
So like when you get like your blue belt, your purple belt, that's how do they test that? Like does the instructor feel you? Like they start fighting?
Yeah, so and every school is different, right? My school of thought is the way they train here. I don't do a blue belt test, right? Some schools, they'll make you do a blue belt test. Some schools, they'll do a blue belt test and a black belt test, right? Some schools will test all the way through, In my opinion, I think testing's a scam. It's a way to get money out of people, I don't need that. I test my students every day, right? Every time I see them on the mats, I'm watching their progression.
Oh, okay.
I'm watching how they do. When I roll with them, I feel with them. I feel them and I can feel how they're progressing.
Yeah.
So, and again, that's just my opinion, right? This is something that my mission is to make people better, not just to make a bunch of money off of them.
Yeah, that makes more sense to, like, when they're ready.
I do know when they're ready.
Because I feel like all I've seen in movies and all that is like, oh, I'm going to test for my blue belt today and hopefully I can get it and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And like, let's say, somebody is, I've had people who are bad testers, right? I'm watching them do stuff in class and I'm like, oh, they're getting better. And then I go, hey, so-and-so, show me a headlock escape, and they start freaking out. I'm like, why are you freaking out? I literally just saw you do it. Oh, it's just you're watching. No, you know what I mean? So, but more important to me is like, can they do it under pressure? Can they do it when somebody's attacking them? Can they do it like in real life, right? Somebody's gonna snatch you up. You gotta be able to do it in real time, real life. You know, and you can't train that any other way.
I think I'm gonna ask you for one more thing to teach me.
Tell me.
Let's head over
Let's
there.
do it.
All right, so the last thing I want to ask to learn a little bit about is like defending yourself when someone has like a knife.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot, you should have told me. I'll get a knife real quick. I'll show you.
Yeah, he's a trained professional black belt, guys. Don't do this at home.
Don't use real knives.
Yeah.
This is not a real knife. So when we train with trainers, we treat them as if they're real, right? So people aren't like doing dumb things with them, and yeah, they break, but then it creates bad habits, right? So when people, there's so many different ways that people will teach you how to get rid of a knife, right? So like if somebody presents a knife, I'm out of there, man. Get out of there. You know, throw your friend in the way, get out of there. You know what I mean?
And one thing I've learned about, like, I learned in the movies is, this is how you know if someone doesn't know how to fight with a knife. And then if they grab it like this, then you know they know how to fight with a knife.
No, that's not true.
No?
No. Yeah,
look at, you can support.
Sure, my preferred way of knife fighting is here.
Really?
Yeah, you know, because for me it's a lot faster, right? Like even if you had a knife, like let's say pretend you had a knife, right? And you go to stab me, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
You know, I don't need, you know, if I'm here, which is fine.
Yeah.
Right. Same thing. If you go to stab me, like,
I see.
I don't have a difference, you know.
Yeah.
But for me, I like this
because you can get in and out quick.
Yeah, you know, I have a friend of mine who absolutely loves the reverse knife. You know, loves reverse knife. He prefers this. You know, there's a lot of different ways to be elusive with this.
Yeah.
But for me, again, self-defense, I'm trying to defend for one, right? I want them to see that I'm not trying to murder somebody.
Yeah.
I'm trying to defend myself. I'm here, I'm backing away.
Yeah.
Right? And once they're here, you know, then I could start manipulating and going from there. And I'm going for very direct, fast strikes if I have to. Right? But when I go to defend myself, right, my hands are still open, right? That's what's gonna happen most of the time.
Yeah.
Guys are gonna do this, females come here. Don't know why, that's a statistic.
Really?
Look it up, yep. That's for real. So if I have a guy attacking me, I'm most likely seeing that he's holding the knife like that, right? My hands are open, I'm like, hey, you know, my tongue fu, I don't want any of that. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hollow out, right? I'm gonna bring my thumb and my index fingers together, right? Yep, thumb and index finger together, and I'm going to hollow out. Because right now, that's a knife, right? But what if it's a long pointy stick? What if it's a machete, right? So I'm here, as soon as they go to stab, right? I'm grabbing, and I'm out, I'm far, right? I'm out far, I'm gonna step, and I'm gonna break that arm.
Okay.
Right? So I'm here, they go stab, boom, and I break the arm. Right?
It's crazy.
And there's a lot of other fun things that you can do, right?
Yeah.
When I come through here, and I can wrap, and I could, you know, there's fun Hollywood stuff that we can do, and you know, all that sort of thing. And,
I got it.
you know, and you come through, and you're, you know, and you come in here, through. And, I mean, there's a lot of.
Oh, is that mine? Oh, yes.
No, that's mine. You know, a lot of fun stuff that you can do. But again, at the end of the day, we're not trying to have fun. It's not Hollywood.
You're not trying to look cool.
Yeah, I'm here, right? And I can just push, and I don't need to take the knife away. I can just.
And by the time I look, you're already running that way.
Self-defense, right? Not self-offense.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking to keep this thing out of me. Right? I mean, right? If I'm here, boom. It's away from me. In the jiu-jitsu book, right? That's the way I teach you combatives. But in jiu-jitsu, right? I'm here.
Oh,
And now I'm here, hold this for me. You know what I mean? It's a way to, again, manipulate,
to
move, redirect, right? Everything, keep this thing away from me.
Yeah.
You know? So again, the most simple way, just here, boom, I don't have to touch it, I just leave.
Okay.
Right? And all this is last second thing, right? Because if I see you got a knife, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Right?
It's different, like, defending yourself against someone with a knife, because anything you do, they can just, like, poke you quick and you start bleeding.
Yeah. And that's so, like, in a fight, the number one rule in a fight is what? I'm going to get hit. I accept it. I'm in a fight, I'm going to get hit. In a knife fight, rule number one is you're going to get cut. Right? You should expect blood, you should expect cuts, right? All of it. But again, going back to mindset is, am I just, oh, you cut me. You know, am I gonna just stop and then you have the opportunity to kill me? Or I'm gonna go, shoot, I'm cut. Okay, I have to keep fighting. I have to keep fighting, no matter what. You know, I just have to keep fighting. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You wanna try it?
Let's see. Which one, just pushing you away or holding?
Yeah, so whatever comes natural, right? As I come through, yes. Good.
And then from here.
Player's choice, man. Get it away from you, right?
Yeah.
The most important part is, boom, stop it, right? And then push it away, boom. Or if you have an opportunity, once you stop it, boom, right? Try to keep it a little bit low. Okay. Now ram your shoulder into my elbow, boom. So you're gonna be here, boom, and that breaks
and then you bend it.
Breaks the arm.
Oh, I gotcha.
Right? So you come through, boom, yeah, break it.
Okay.
Easy, right?
Yeah.
It's not like the movies. It's not like the movies. And like I said, I do fight choreography for movies and stuff like that. And it's fun. It's fun, man. You can do a lot of fun stuff in the movies that are pretty real, but it's still Hollywood, right? It's still camera. It's what looks cool. It's what's gonna sell the movie. When you do it in real life, you're not gonna do that. You know
what about like? So that's low. That's the low one. What if they go like that?
So
it's like I see them go like that.
Yeah. So it's still linear, right? So my hands are up, right? That line of sight is still. I'm still just pushing.
So you want to move fast before they.
I want to get out of the way, right? I want to get out of the way of where this thing is going to stab me.
Yeah.
Right. That's why it's so important to have your hands up. You're not going to have your hands down, right?
Because then you gotta move your hands up.
My hands are up, and I'm saying, hey, right? No, leave me alone. I don't want none of that, right? And my hands are already here, ready to work.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. And that's the other thing. A lot of people get focused on this knife.
Yeah, I feel like I would too.
You know, they get
like focused. I would just keep looking at that knife.
Yeah, and now you're focused on a knife, and you're like, you know what I mean? For me, I'm looking at targets, right? How fast can I get to a target? What are my targets? Something soft, right? So as this knife is coming through, right, hands, boom, where's a soft target that I can strike, right? Neck, eyes, groin, right? Now I got my hand open to be able to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have opportunities to work. But if I'm so focused on this and now I got this, I'm like, you know what I mean? Now what are you thinking? You're gonna punch me and let go, you know what I mean? Because you're gonna look for soft targets too. So this is a risk factor, and I have it in mind. But at the end of the day, I want to stop this fight. Yeah. I need to redirect, and I need to start attacking.
Otherwise, you can keep defending, but you're not gonna get away until you actually like attack.
Yeah. You know, and how much time are you willing to take? Because knife attacks are fast.
Yeah.
You know, they're super fast. They're super bloody. They're just gross.
Yeah.
You know.
What if I come in like?
I love it. Okay.
Here.
So, this kind of goes back to one of our previous techniques, right? Previous techniques. So I'm here, and I'm gonna stop, right? And I'm gonna break. Right?
Yeah.
Stop. Break. You know,
so you got to anticipate when they're going to swing. So once I start going like that, you're already
So remember,
ready
distance management, right?
Yeah.
So I'm always going back to the fundamentals. Right now I got distance. You need to close that distance.
I need to get close.
Right? So I need to close the distance faster than you. So as I'm here, boom, and I'm in, and I'm turning, and I'm ripping.
How do you do that?
So you remember that Americano?
Yeah, somewhat. It's a lot.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot. And that's why, like, this stuff I don't teach till way later. We have some fun with it, you know what I mean? But the reality is when you need to learn it, you've already mastered the fundamentals. You're already going through, you have a solid base. You know, you shouldn't go to a school, you shouldn't go somewhere on the first day they're teaching you knife fighting.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of skills, a lot of foundation, a lot of base that you need to get. Even so much as learning how to move your feet, right? Because if you notice, I'm never crossing my feet. I'm not, you know, I'm not moving with crosses.
Always have like a good base.
I'm here, and I'm here, and I'm here, and I move.
Yeah.
Even when, you know, because when you cross your feet, you're off balance, right? So when we walk, if you notice when we walk, I'm crossing my feet, I'm crossing my feet. I'm always crossing my feet. At this point is when I'm the weakest and I can get tipped over, right? Even when I'm walking. But it'd be weird if we just walked around like this all day. You know what I mean? That'd be weird. So we just walk, right?
Like that.
You're still crossing at some point, right? That's funny. But anyway, so yeah, we want to be able to stay in a good base, and that's again day one. That's day one stuff. That's fundamental stuff.
Yeah.
How do we put your hands? How are we using our senses? Right? Where are we looking? How are we looking? You know, everything. So that's the real stuff for self-defense. All this other stuff is fun and good to know. What's going to save your life is the basics. That's what's going to save your life.
Okay. So from here.
Yep. I'm going to stop it. Inside hand goes under, and I grab my hand. I'm going to pinch my elbows together and break the arm.
All right.
All right. So as I'm coming through, stop. Under. Yep. Turn, pinch your elbows together. There it is. So that I can't do this.
Oh, okay.
There it is. So
from there.
Turn into me. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
All right, let's try again.
And coming through. Boom. Under. Now face me. Because right now I can still get through.
Okay.
So yeah, there it is.
Oh.
There you go.
So once I'm here, I want to turn basically.
Face. Yep.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
All right,
Here,
man.
go from the bottom.
Ready? So I'm coming through.
And then.
Boom. Break down.
Oh, I gotta be careful then.
Yep.
I got.
Boom.
Twist.
Yep. There you go, man.
I'm ready.
Ready? Here you go.
All it takes is those people that can throw knives.
But yeah, man. I mean, like I said, this could be. All this stuff is very, very serious.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun to learn.
It is fun.
It's a lot of fun to learn.
I think I've always wanted to like be able to know self-defense.
And this is one thing, man. No matter what you do, as far as self-defense goes, your self-defense is limited by your imagination, right? At some point, somebody came up with this stuff and created this stuff, right? And then, you know, everything is created by the mind. Everything's created by the mind, right? So the more creative you can be in a situation, you don't have to know everything. Professor George say when somebody's choking me against the wall, or he hasn't taught me that yet, or what. If you can get creative in the moment, use your brain. I tell people that, like, it's great to exercise your muscles, but exercise your brain.
It's like freestyling almost. Like for example, I play soccer. Well, I used to play soccer. You're like in a scenario where the defender is there. It all depends. You can do so many different things depending on where you are, what you feel. Yeah.
You know, so it's so that's the biggest thing, man. And I encourage people all the time to use use your brain. You know, if you can't figure it out, like try to figure it out first. If you can't figure it out, ask somebody. Yeah. You know, but if you're constantly asking somebody for help, if you're constantly asking somebody to do something for you, how are you growing as a person? How are you growing? You know, how is your mind getting stronger? Yeah. It's not.
Train your mind.
Yeah, you're a dependent person. Yeah. You know, and it's great, and that's not good, right? We want to be independent people, and even better, we want to be interdependent people, right? An interdependent person is now part of a team that makes things happen somebody, hey, I can count on you to do your part, right? You're an interdependent person. Yeah. You know, if you're an independent person, great. I don't need anybody. I can do everything myself. Nobody becomes successful by themselves. There's no such thing as a self-made millionaire. Yeah. Right? And I didn't make that up, right? I got that from Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's got a great talk on that. There's no such thing as a self-made millionaire. You need people. Yeah. Right?
I feel good.
Good.
I feel like
Heck yeah, man.
this is so cool. It's cool to like, because you can see people fight on TV and everything, but to actually like be with someone who knows how to fight, it's cool.
It's a passion, man. I love doing what I do. I love making people more dangerous. I love injecting like real confidence that they can go out there and
not be worried.
And if they are worried, they can feel a little less fear and a little bit more confident knowing that, hey, I can defend myself, or I know that it's okay to hurt somebody, right? If I have to defend myself, it's okay to hurt somebody, right? And that's where a lot of people feel like they need that reassurance. They need that permission.
The confidence.
You know, they need that permission. Hey, I'm telling people, if you're in trouble, it's okay to hurt somebody. It's not okay to hurt somebody if you just want to hurt somebody.
Just for fun.
Just for fun. That's not
like
good.
a bully and all that.
Yeah. But guys, if I could give the world permission to hurt somebody if they're in trouble, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hurt somebody.
He told me so.
You told me so, right?
And then you call the cops after me, like, they hurt themselves on me.
They hurt themselves on me. I for my students at school, like the kids that are in elementary and middle school, I tell them, like, look, there's right and wrong, right? Right is right and wrong is wrong. If you guys get in trouble for doing the right thing, what's the right thing? You defend yourself, you defend somebody, right? And nowadays in school, if you defend yourself, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Right? They're letting the bullies dictate.
Same with the law too, like you said, anything on camera can look bad. You're gonna look like the one that started everything.
Yeah. You know, so I have a standing rule, right? If you go to school, you defend yourself, you do it right? I have a 3-step process how to do it right. And you still get in trouble, you get suspended, you get a 3-day suspension, you get whatever, right? And I tell this in front of the parents, right? I have a rule, right? I won't say anything to you that I wouldn't say in front of your parents. The parents are there shaking their head, they know, right? So if they go to school, they defend themselves, they defend somebody else, they do the right thing, they get in trouble, I take them out for ice cream, right? Take them out for ice cream because they shouldn't be punished for doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, guys, I don't know if it cut out a little towards the end of that talk, but we're back. The camera overheated. We're back now. I just want to thank George or Jorge? George. Thank you so much for this experience. He helped hook us up with this so we can make some content for you guys. So now it's only for if you guys sign up today. Let them know how they can sign up, kind of like how the classes work and everything.
Yeah, so like we talked about before, we teach self-defense primarily, but we do it through Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, boxing, kickboxing, and MMA. If you guys are in the area, I give everybody a free week to start. Check it out, come hang out, do everything, right? Try every class every day, whatever you want. See what works out for you. And guys, more than anything, stay creative, right? Your self-defense is limited by your imagination. And if you're having troubles with your imagination, come train and become dangerous.
Yep. As you can see, he's a dangerous man. Took me down, 260 pounds, like nothing. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
And the louder they cry. Boy, let me tell you, big guys are crybabies.
I wouldn't tell anyone. Yeah, but look at he has a boxing place too. We might have to reach out for that too. But yeah, guys, absolutely. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what else you want me to try. I'll do my best to do that. I'm gonna reach out. Let's do something big.
Again, man. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
All right, I'll see you soon.
Zoom.